Good evening and a massive welcome back to the Talking League podcast. As always, I'm Shane Campbell and alongside me we have Ashton Lima. How are we doing, Ashi?
No, I'm good. I'm great to be here today and I'm very excited for the podcast.
Fantastic. We are going to start off 2020 with a bang as we have a special guest with us. Not only is our youngest guest so far at the age of 14 years old, but he is also a Kaizer Chiefs youth player.
Boom.
Welcome to the show, Duane, Bennett.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with both of you.
Awesome stuff. So, Duane, tell us just a little bit more about yourself, please.
My name is Duane Bennett. I grew up in Park. Actually, we moved to Boksburg, so I attended primary school in Fair Park Primary. I attend Boksburg High now, and it's just a privilege to play for Chiefs.
Oh, fantastic stuff. Actually, I believe you've got a question for Duane.
Yeah, I do actually. Duane, obviously growing up and you're watching a lot of sports, a lot of different leagues in the world. Obviously, you reflect or maybe even copy some players in terms of your game playing style. Who would you say would be your main motivation, or who would be your idol in sense of a soccer player?
So growing up, I played as an attacker, so I used to look up to Messi. But now, obviously, in my position, I need to look at the players that play my position.
Yeah.
So a huge role model for me is Virgil van Dijk, because he moved from Southampton, from Southampton to Liverpool, and he got the armband in the Champions League, so that's just a motivation for me to keep pushing. And also Sadio Mane, one of our African players who's playing now in Champions League. So
and he's just one African player of the year.
Exactly.
Nominee for the Ballon d'Or, so that's just pushing me.
Of course. And of course he's from Liverpool.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, Duane is actually a massive Liverpool fan. We know he's not perfect, so we'll forgive him for supporting Liverpool. I see you've played for a couple of clubs already. Sunwood Park Tigers, which is just down the road, Corinthians, Black Aces. These are all very good clubs. And being scouted by Kaizer Chiefs must have been an incredible achievement. What's the next step for you now?
Well, I'm looking to make the national team under 17, because obviously making Chiefs is a big opportunity for me to make the national team under 17. So I'm pushing for that, and I can still play under 15 this year, but I want to play age group up, obviously, to play under 17, to wear the armband again. So just to motivate my players around me to say I can also make national team.
You say wear the armband again. Are you currently captain?
Yes, I'm captain.
Wow,
that's amazing.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
So now we see why your role model would be Virgil van Dijk. Actually, she's that's fantastic. And obviously playing for a team like Kaizer Chiefs, there's a lot of added pressure. How do you deal with that kind of pressure?
Well, for me, pressure makes diamonds. So when I first joined Chiefs, the coach would ask me, do I know a bit about Kaizer Chiefs? Because obviously the history, I need to know as a player what the team means to most supporters, and just to wear the jersey, I'm privileged. And obviously the armband, when I play, there is pressure, but I know how to deal with it, because if I'm under pressure, I'm going to put pressure on my players as well. So just to deal with that pressure and motivate them and myself, I would. That's what I say, it motivates me, and my supporters around me, my parents, they've been there since day one. So now I'm looking forward to the next step.
Fantastic.
That's amazing. Obviously growing up and stuff and starting soccer from a very young age and stuff, going into a professional sense of playing football, what would you say to other listeners out there that's probably your age or probably younger or probably older, wanting to go in that big stage, and how would they handle that pressure in that sense?
Well, for me, since day one, I've been pushing to make an academy. There was no doubt. I grew up in Park, playing on the streets. There was no doubt for me to say that I can make an academy. I can make first team. Bennett Park, I come from Park also. So for the viewers, for the people listening, I would say just the motivation must be the players you're watching around you. For me, I play to inspire, because there's a player in under 17. His name is Aiden McCarthy. He was a centre back, and watching him, because he played before, so watching him play and the way he leads his team, controls his team, and obviously the coaches around me were pushing me. So that's what I would say.
That's amazing. Sure.
And guys like Daniel Cardoza, you also look up to.
Great penalty taker.
I thought you might say that. So now tell me, obviously Chiefs Pirates big rivalry. You've joined Chiefs now and you're playing for them for a couple of months. Say a year down the line, Pirates come knocking on the door.
I wouldn't move, to be honest, because growing up I've supported Chiefs. I've been on KCTV so when I was 10 years old.
Okay,
I went
fantastic.
to with my dad. We watched the Telkom knockout. So I wouldn't move, because I'm playing for Chiefs, and I believe it's the best academy at the moment. So I wouldn't.
Look, I wouldn't blame you. I mean, I'm a massive Tottenham fan, and if Arsenal ever asked me to coach or manage the team, I'll probably manage the team, but that's just because I play all the reserve players and try and sink the team. Actually.
Now with my sense, you know, I've seen you like from your young age as well. I've seen on the internet as well. I've googled you, I've searched you, and obviously you've got a lot of talent. Like I can't say that about a lot of people as well. That's probably your age. I think you're the most skilled, like under 18s player. I'm just gonna say under 18 in general. Obviously in that sense, you know, you got a lot behind you. You got a beautiful family, beautiful people around you, beautiful area as well. I know obviously South Africa is not at the highest stage as European football, but I feel like obviously you're playing for Kaizer Chiefs, and you know Kaizer Chiefs is one of the best clubs in South Africa, maybe even in Africa. But in that sense, would you ever see yourself going to Europe?
That's what I'm pushing for. So when with me saying I want to make the under 17 national team, obviously if you play Kusafa Cup or the World Cup, there's scouts from other teams that I would like to play for. So me pushing, like I don't think for now. I think for when I get there, what else is gonna happen. So and like my past, for me, I grew up like with my dad and my mother. I grew up telling myself that I can do that, and just working hard in my schoolwork. Like my dad always tells me to balance the two.
Yeah.
So it's hard to cope, but I just push because I know what I want to become.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned the schoolwork part, because obviously education is extremely important, and at the end of the day you don't play football until 60, 70 years old, so you always have to have that education behind you. Have you thought further than that one day once your career ends as a footballer, what are you going to do next?
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that soccer is a short career, but I don't think negatively.
Correct.
I would think,
of course.
like after I would have I want to open my own business when I'm big, or like if my soccer finishes, my own sports shop. But then I would also go into coaching youth and encourage young players, like the coach I have now, Tidi Soleyan, is Yeye's brother. So he encourages me to push, and I would also like to be there to other players. And obviously, if I make first team, like they would watch me play. So going into youth and just pushing them and telling them they can achieve what they want to. That's what I want to become.
That's amazing.
And the training sessions, pretty tough?
Yeah, Tuesday till Friday, Saturday matches. So I feel sorry for my father every day
Well, you see, I think it's a good investment for your parents, because one day when you make it, you can repay them for all the hard work they put into you. So what I see is that you've got good family values, and obviously it's very important that they support you, but at the same time, they expect from you to follow through with your education, and when you're at football you take it very seriously. So I must congratulate you for that, because Ashton touched on it earlier, not many kids your age have that good focus, and you've got a good head on your shoulders, and being a captain, it takes a lot of mental strength as well as the physical side. I think like you said with Virgil van Dijk, he's incredibly
when I joined Chiefs, that was like one of my, because when we first Chiefs, obviously I played for Aces, and me supporting Chiefs, I wanted to make a statement. I wasn't thinking of getting scouted, I just wanted to beat Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my dad wasn't at the match, he was working unfortunately, so the coach approached him after the match to say that I must come for training session the next Tuesday. I was relieved, I was happy.
Sure. Yeah.
Like of my achieving my dream as a youngster, playing for a big academy.
Yeah.
So when I joined Chiefs, I played 1 week. I trained with under 13s because they scouted me when I was under 13.
Alright.
So I trained with under 13s, and then the next week they just pushed me up to under 15. I was like, what? So yeah, I was training with under 15s, playing with under 13s, and then that's how I built my physicality going upwards. So that's why next year I also want to push. So when I just joined Chiefs, my focus was like wearing that armband. I wanna like encourage the players around me, and just to feel proud of myself that I'm wearing.
Sure. Okay. Highlights of your career so far? I know it's still early days, but
making Chiefs. Yeah. My first goal, Sano Tigers.
Oh really?
Yeah. My whole family watching me when I went for my presentation last year, Chiefs. So that's just family pushes me more than anything.
No, of course, it's very important to have family. Very, very important. Sure.
Alright, so that's perfect. We're going to move on to our favourite segment of our show. We do it every week. It's called the Ultimate 30. So now what Ultimate 30 is, we're going to give you 30 seconds and we're going to ask you some general knowledge football related questions. You've got to try and get as many right in 30 seconds.
Okay.
We've got a log of our leaders, and so far the highest score guess correct is 6 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. From Mo, he guessed 6. So if you can beat 6, you'll be number 1 on the top of our log. And you've gone up against some tough competition so far. So Ashton will be asking your questions. I'm going to do your time, and your time starts now.
Which team have recently won the UEFA Champions League?
Liverpool.
Which defending Kaizer Chiefs has the most goals?
Daniel Cardoso.
Correct. How many South African Premier League Cups have Kaizer Chiefs won? 2, 3 or 4?
4.
Correct. How old did Kaiser Chiefs turn this year? Yesterday.
50.
50. Well done. Who is the highest rated player in Kaiser Chiefs in FIFA 20?
Kamabilia.
Unlucky for that one. Let me just see there. Thumbs up.
No,
Oh no, one more. Okay. Isamir Nukovic, the top scorer in Kaiser Chiefs.
Yes, he is.
Correct.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
That was a
How
good
many
one.
was that?
That was a good one. That was 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6. It was so
very
close.
good. That was solid. That was solid.
Do you want to know who's the highest rated player?
Yeah, isn't it? I
Kune.
thought it was
It's
Kune.
Kune. In goals,
Tule Kune.
it is Kune.
I thought because of his injury recently.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, he still is the highest rated.
Highest rated, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
of the FIFA 20 stuff.
Yeah.
Those guys are ratings. Soon I'll see you there, eh? Soon you're going to be there.
Yeah.
You're going to be on FIFA. You're going to watch yourself players.
have you added yourself, as you created yourself as a player on
No.
FIFA yet?
Not yet.
I would definitely be doing that if it was
Yeah,
myself.
Egypt must watch.
I already do that. What am I talking
Yeah.
about? I'll make my sprint speed 100.
Put all the settings down. Yeah.
So tell us, is there anything in closing you'd like to say to our listeners or to potential kids that are looking up to you now as a role model?
I just want to thank you for coming to my house and interviewing me, and then to the kids listening, to children my age, to say that never give up, always support your family, look towards them, and you'll never know who's watching. Like, play to inspire, that's my motto. That,
That's
like,
amazing.
when I go into the field, play to inspire. So people watching me, I just want to play to inspire them, and my brother, my younger brother, obviously, to inspire him to become the person he wants to be, even if it's not in football, just the morals and the respect I learned growing up. So yeah, that's one of the things I'll carry with me.
Jeez, that's fantastic.
Sure.
Well, in closing, we'd like to thank our ever faithful sponsors, 197 Engineering and SSC Promotions, as well as Duane and his entire family for hosting us here this evening. It's been an absolute privilege meeting you, Duane.
You too.
We'll continue to watch your growth very closely, and when you get famous, we're going to come get some signatures
Yeah,
from
we
you
have to. We have to.
and a
Yeah.
few shout outs from you. But thank you very much
Thank
once
you.
again, and we wish you all the best.
All the
Thank you.
best. All the best.
Cheers.